Hey Riley, how are you? Trying to get all my little boxes up and running. Damn it. Okay. Oof. What's the presentation for? Alright, let me just do my normal song and dance that I do in the beginning of this in the beginning of these videos. Get that over with. So, hello everybody, Tech Talks here. Just going to kind of say, I've been saying this at the beginning of every video just so people know what I'm doing. I am doing kind of a Let's Play live stream thingamabob for Oxygen Not Included because it's a great game. I wanted to do stuff like this for a while, but I didn't want the videos like kind of saturating my channel because I put a lot of work into the like more structured, scripted videos, and I want those to kind of, I don't want those to be overshadowed by tons of like, you know, Let's Plays and things like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm only eventually, this will be public eventually, well, for a while, but then eventually it'll be the case that only the first video appears on my channel, and then when you click that video, you will see a playlist in the description which links to all the other videos which will be unlisted. So there will be only one, like, video box for my entire Let's Play of this game. And I'm just kind of, I am treating it as a Let's Play, and I'm just happening to live stream it. But I'll still be talking to chat, and I'll be trying to read off chat. Hello, No. How are you? So in the last episode, we kind of, so here's where we're at. We're starting to get there. We've got some mild stability. We've got oxygen production. Letting things. We got some oxygen production going. This is pretty stable. We've got some food production going. These two farms combined give my dupes some good food that make them very, 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 very happy. In fact, I can click one of them. And you can see if I click morale, their morale is 32. Mima's morale right now is 32. And if you look at the morale list, you see a total value 32. And you can see she's getting all these little bonuses from all sorts of things. But then if you look at the meal, it's just plus 12 in the middle of all that. It's absurd, the bonus you get from food. So we've got that now, and that's nice. The only thing is, we're quickly running out of coal. We're kind of reaching the same point with coal that we were reaching with algae before, where we kind of just have to scrounge and like desperately dig around the map to try to like keep our coal generation up. And we're also running out of water. But to solve both those problems, I have found these geysers here. We have a cool steam vent here. We also have a natural gas geyser here, and today we're kind of going to try to tap into these and make use of them. So we're going to build a very long pipe, and then once that boring thing is done, we'll start to build a power plant. Or we might do both at once. Also, if we look over here, we've got two kind of interesting vents that are pretty close to each other, if I can find them. We right here have a steam vent. Not a cool steam vent, a regular steam vent. This regular steam vent emits very little steam. I noticed this today. I was actually like trying to make a design around this thing. 200 grams per second is minuscule. It's kind of pathetic. What's up, Post-Sync? How you doing, buddy? It emits steam at 500 degrees Celsius, which is why I haven't dug it up yet. I'm kind of terrified of it. But it would be cool to try to make some use of it, and I was kind of making a design for it in my head today, or on paper actually. I did make a design on paper. My buddy tested it, said it didn't work very well, but he didn't say that it didn't work, meaning that it kind of works. And kind of is all I'm really looking for. I would just feel bad not making any kind of use about this. It's very hard to make use of this steam vent. Really, it is. It's kind of overly difficult. But if it doesn't really act as efficiently as I want it to, we do also have this minor volcano over here, which, in other words, if there's not enough steam, or if the steam isn't hot enough, or if some combination of the two is happening, I could always just kind of, you know, pump in some magma. We've also got an enormous deposit of coal right here that we'll have to mine out soon. And my idea with the steam vent, I guess, is to if we look here, you have the steam turbine. This steam turbine is interesting. It produces a fuck ton of power when it works, but it's extremely complicated to make this thing work correctly. It requires a lot of refined metal to make, so I can't even like look at it right now. But basically what it does is it takes the steam, and it takes hot steam. It needs some very specific requirements. It needs steam to be above like 200 something degrees Celsius, so this cool steam vent here wouldn't even work. This thing over here, this emits steam at 110 degrees Celsius, so it wouldn't even work. And it also needs to build up a certain amount of pressure, and pressure is really the problem, because this steam vent emits 200 grams per second, and this steam generator doesn't even turn in, steam turbine doesn't even kick into like working until it reaches 3,000 kilograms of pressure. It's kilograms, not grams, kilograms, which is an absurd amount of pressure. Also, I just noticed that it requires plastic to make, so we're not actually going to make this anytime soon, so I'm just going to stop talking about this. But eventually, what I kind of want to turn this into is not so much a power generating system, and not even so much a water generating system, but really, I want to turn this into a water disinfectant system. I want to use this to unpollute my sewer water over here. That is if there's any left. I just realized I'm going to use it for like 2 things. But really the main goal is to tap into these today, these 2 guys. And also keep exploring and try to find other shit. I really want to like make note of everything that I have access to so that I can make educated plans today. So the name of we really need to get this fixed. Also, there was another problem I noticed yesterday. Yeah, I forgot to cancel bleach stone on all these. So that's a problem. Does this thing have bleach stone? Yeah, so I'm gonna make this bleach stone, make it priority 9. And that should be enough to make... I've had chlorine kind of... There's a ton of chlorine in my base. I didn't realize my dupes were delivering bleach stone here, and the bleach stone was just kind of emitting. So we've got a ton of chlorine down here that we'll have to deal with. But, that's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I was also making another bedroom here for another, take on another dupe. I think what I might do is, this Ruby. So this is no longer Ruby's bathroom. It's kind of just anybody's bathroom. Can I say public? No, I can't. Hopefully they deliver this. Priority 9 sweep, please. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna uncheck bleach stone on all of these. And then do a priority 9 sweep on everything. What is happening over here? Growth halted, illumination, what? Oh, there's no power. You guys gonna... Yeah, I made too many things priority 9. It's okay, they won't die. Shinebug population is saved. I don't think we have to worry about the shinebugs anymore. At least, yeah, I think they'll just kind of continue to exist in this room. I can do stuff with them later, but for now I'm content just knowing that they will not go extinct. Hey Joseph. How are you? I'm curious how many Atmos suits I have. 1, 2, 3... It looks like 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I want to do is I want to make the same number of docks on each of these sections, but I don't want to have more suits than I have dupes, and I eventually want to like link up this like with a catwalk down here. So, and I'm also gonna cancel this. I don't want to build this. I changed my mind about that, but I do want to build something soon. I think the most important thing to do is get this guy connected before we lose our oxygen supply. So to do that, Ruby's on the case. I'm really wanting people to bottle this, like now. Like why aren't people bottling this? I don't understand. Are you bottling this? Are you bottling this? You're not bottling. Why don't these people bottle? This is priority. I'm gonna get the 7. Why aren't people bottling? I do not understand why people are not bottling. I'm really legit confused why nobody's bottling. Is it because of the ladders here? Could that be it? Hey Zanza, how are you? I have no clue why nobody's doing this. Like, it's been days. They've had days to do this. Nobody seems to be delivering it. It's priority 9. This really needs to be done as soon as possible. I'm only building this because this isn't built. I don't want natural gas leaking out. I don't want to have the same fucking fiasco that I had last game. I'm gonna delete this ladder. Maybe that'll solve the problem. I don't see why it would. I don't understand why it would solve the problem, but... Like, I made that priority 9 and they did it. What's the problem? Maybe they don't like that the water's so far away? Maybe I should make, like, pitcher pump here? Just super temporary pincher pump? This is ugly, but, I mean... I don't know. I'm kind of running out of... No, I'm not going to do that either. I'm kind of running out of ideas. If anybody has a clue why this is not... Why these dupes just refuse to do this, let me know. You guys can get water right there. There's water available in the pitcher pump. I'm starting to feel like this thing is just glitched. I'm just gonna delete it and remake it. This thing is already almost overpressurized. This is a pretty good gas geyser, I think. So I was looking it up. I was reading about it, like how the game decides on vents and stuff like this in your map. Your game is guaranteed 2 cool steam vents in 2 different biomes that are visible. You don't have to dig them up, and 1 natural gas geyser at least. Usually 2, sometimes 1. If I don't have a second natural gas geyser like this, I'll instead have a chlorine geyser, which I would actually kind of enjoy having, just because I don't feel like I've gotten like very interesting stuff on my last few maps. What I'm really hoping for is a metal volcano and or a liquid carbon dioxide vent, because that's a thing. Those do exist. If I found a liquid carbon dioxide vent, that would just be like a constant source of liquid coolant, which would be fucking amazing. It sounds overpowered, but it also sounds really cool. Why is this a thing? Where is this coming from? What is anything? What is life right now? I don't know what this is. Does anybody know where this came from? This polluted water? I'm so confused right now. Nothing makes sense anymore, guys. Also, please build this. Please build this. Please build this. Like, nobody is building this. I really just want a liquid lock. Why is that so hard? Make another one. Just make pitcher pumps. That's all I want. What are people doing? Went all day and nobody built it. What is this clean water doing here? Oh, wait. I know where the clean water came from. It came from here. People going in and out of here. Which is fine. You can see, like... what's kind of cool about this cool steam vent is that, the general area around it is pretty cool. So the water comes out, like, as steam, but then just the environment naturally cools it down to immediately become water, which falls in here. If that stops happening, I can just, like, put a wheezewort, just like a single wheezewort here, and that'll do the job just as well. But I am legit not okay with this. Legitimately not okay. I don't understand why the dupes won't build this. I've got dupes that are prioritizing storage, though. Travaldo should be on it. And so should Joshua. I've got 2 people that are, like, prioritizing storage. So there's no reason. Okay, yeah, they're building it. Alright, 2 is better than 1. Whatever. Stupid, but who cares? I want this water, auto bottle, priority 9. Water, auto bottle, 9. Build it! I mean, I guess this works. No, never mind. Doesn't work. Oh, we're about to learn about this thing. Okay, so its active period is 40 cycles out of every 70. That's okay. 376 grams per second. Its next dormancy is in 38 cycles. It's not active that long. Its period is kind of rapid. Like, it's on quite a bit, but it's also off quite a bit, which is actually okay. I actually like this geyser. This is all right. So what we're gonna do is I need this pump to just, so basically, okay, so this pump is sort of made. So this water is kind of hot. It's not hot right now at all, but it will be hot. What's weird about this electrolyzer is that no matter how hot the water is, the output temperature is always 70 degrees. You could pump in 500-degree water in here, and it would come out at 70 degrees, and the oxygen and hydrogen would come out at 70 degrees no matter what. So I don't really need to worry about cooling this water down. What I do need to worry about is where I'm pumping, where I'm taking the pipe. Or do I? I have an idea, guys. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use a valve, not a shut off, a valve. And so what I was worried about basically is that if you notice, like, our electrolyzer here, you can see that there's water just sitting in the pipe right now because the electrolyzer doesn't use the water very quickly. It's using very small bits of the water. So what I'm gonna do is I don't want hot water sitting in a pipe that's going near my base or just near anything. I just don't want that kind of uncertainty factor affecting anything. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put a valve right here, which regulates the water, and I'm only going to send in as much as the electrolyzer needs. And then I won't have to worry about where I'm routing it as long as I use insulated pipe. I think that should work just fine. If that sounds stupid, someone speak up and let me know. What am I using? Slow heating? I like it. Slow heating. That's what I like. So what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna dig down. Like, I'm gonna try to unite up. I'm gonna try to make it so that the dupes from over here can get over here if they want to. I think we're just gonna dig in like this. No, I don't want to let this hydrogen out. I mean, this chlorine. Well, I guess there's already chlorine down here, so I guess it doesn't matter a whole lot. This place is already kind of a mess. I'm letting chlorine get everywhere right now, but I don't really have a good butt. I just am. Deal with it. Me. Yeah. And then I'm gonna lock this. I don't want to lock it just yet though, because there's a lot of iron here. Oh, I have 37 tons of iron, never mind. I'm just gonna lock this. So yeah. That should link up the two sides. And then what I'll do is I'll just take this pipe all the way down and then link it up over here. So the next course of action is to get coal, to be honest. I really need coal. I have to drop everything I'm doing and get some coal. I might try to go over here. I need to be careful to avoid this volcano. Because volcanoes are scary, guys. I don't know if you knew that. It's true. Volcanoes are legitimately terrifying, especially in this new patch. My game is starting to lag like a bitch. I want to do it like that. Maybe a little farther to this way. And I actually do want to get over here anyway, because I want to know what... I just want to keep exploring. It's really important that we just, like, learn everything we have access to. Like, if there is, like, a carbon dioxide vent, like a liquid carbon dioxide vent, that legitimately changes everything. And, our game is gonna get really interesting. I really hope we have one. It's a lot to ask for like, one specific vent. So I'm not gonna feel too burnt if I don't have it, but I really want it. So we got a lot of hatches. We got a legit hatch farm going. This place is a mess, but it is what it is. So this is gonna supplement our coal a little bit, but not a ton. And Mima is just kind of like booked. She's constantly doing this. I think I'm gonna take another dupe on. He won't have plumbing yet, but I kind of want a Lara. I like her. She's cool. She's been in the trailers. Lara's just want everyone to be happy. Like, how could you not take on a Lara? She's got new alarms, so she has no strength, which is terrible. But it's really not that bad. I think her strength will go up anyway, and she's pretty fast, which I like. Yeah, we're taking a Lara. So welcome aboard, Lara. You're our 9th dupe. This isn't assigned to anybody, right? Yeah, so Lara can use it, I believe. I'll give her plumbing later. And I'm gonna make her a gopher. For now. Is this made yet? Okay, alright. We got water, we got a liquid lock. I don't know what took them so long with that. I'll let them add a few more bottles of water to that, but... Alright, that's enough. Oops, I'll just deconstruct them, fuck it. I don't know why there's, like, polluted oxygen in here. I don't know how that happened. I've never seen this before. But we need power for these pumps. We're gonna need a pump in here too. And we need power for both of them. So I think what I'm gonna do, rather than put a coal generator down, is I think I'm just gonna dig out I think I'm gonna put a little natural gas setup right here. Just like a natural gas generator. Which this thing is a little bit complicated. If you're new to the game, you probably don't want to do this way, but I don't want my dupes, I just don't want to use more coal. And I think I can make this work in a way that I'm not going to actually waste any. This is not where my power plant is going to go. And this generator is going to be used for virtually nothing. Except for these 2 pumps. But I think I want to do this right now anyway. So what I'm going to do is basically... what was my plan? So, first off, I guess before I do that, I want a little bit of space. So I'm going to delete this tile, put a bit of a ladder down. Actually, kind of want to get in here. But I built my ladder in the wrong place to do that. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this tile, build a ladder down, dig this out a bit. Leave that alone so it looks kind of more natural, I guess. And I'm gonna put a natural gas generator down right here. No, not right there. Right here. I'm going to deconstruct this tile. I'm going to put a smart battery here. And I'm also going to put down a gas reservoir. Maybe right here, I guess. That's the only place there's room for it. And so this natural gas generator is kind of the name of the game today. It generates power, obviously. It also kind of naturally excretes polluted water, which is why I'm going to put some mesh tile under here, and the polluted water will just fall down here. And the reason this gas reservoir here is it also emits polluted oxygen, or not polluted oxygen, it emits carbon dioxide. So I'm just literally going to take the carbon dioxide and just store it. And I think that this thing will be off so often that this tank will be enough to almost always hold all the carbon dioxide. It's not a permanent solution, but it should be good for now. And yeah, so need some automation wire, and I'm gonna have to spit out this crap. I'll put a deodorizer right here. Do I really want to do this? Excuse me. I'm not sure if I really want to do this. I just really want to power these 2 pumps all the time, and I don't really want to use coal. It's kind of the issue. But this is such like a production just to do that. Yeah, whatever. We'll do it. I think that this natural gas generator will be on like barely at all. Is the thing. Like I just need something to generate some power, and I guess like to start. It's also there's gonna need to be like a little manual generator here just to kind of jumpstart the system. So the reason I'm putting a manual generator down is that there needs to be a bit of initial power just to pump natural gas into this. But then once natural gas is pumping into this and the battery gets charged, the battery should be enough to keep pumping natural gas into the generator to keep the system. I guess I'm technically making a perpetual motion machine, kind of casually. It's all good. Made a mess. Huh? What are you doing there? Ellie, what are you doing? How did she get there? Ellie! What the fuck? she locked the door from the wrong side and then just slept there? Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Okay, she's going. Guys, this isn't complicated. Guys, stop. These fucking people. Get to the other side. Get to the other side. Get out of there. Lock this fucking door. Lock it from that side. Ellie? Ellie? Don't do it. Ellie? Ellie! God damn it, Joshua! What is wrong with you people? Just lock the door! Somebody lock the door! Oh my goodness. Who is locking the door? Delivering. Moving to location. Who is locking the door? This door is priority 9. Somebody lock the door. Sorta. It's kind of casual. We're keeping it cash. What are you doing, Gene? Cooking stuffed berries. Somebody lock the door! Who's locking the door? You locking the door? Why won't anyone just fucking lock the door? Go over here. All of you go. Everyone who isn't locking the door, go over here. What are you doing? You're delivering. Go over here. This is so fucking frustrating. Lock the door. Somebody lock the door. Why is it so hard to get people to lock the door? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are people? Lock the door. Oh, hey, yeah, good idea. That also works. Kinda. Okay, thank you. Alright. What a fucking fiasco. Guess I need to put a pump in here. And I need a filter because of all this crap. This polluted oxygen is annoying. What I mean by perpetual motion machine, Zanza, is just the fact that, like, natural gas is going to be being pumped into my natural gas generator so that the natural gas generator can generate power. But once I have that kind of going, it should be enough to, like... It should be enough to just kind of keep itself going forever. So this is kind of a way to power these two pumps without a generator. So I need a filter because there's polluted oxygen in here. You know, I might just send the polluted oxygen in here too. Where is it? I can just put it here, I guess. Well, I can put it here. Gas pipe element sensor. We've all seen this before, so I don't really need to talk too much about it. So the filtered output is natural gas. The unfiltered output I'm just going to send in here. And the output I will materials, and first and foremost in here. And then we're gonna like let this continue as well. This might be a little short-sighted of me, just the way I'm doing this. Oh yeah, I guess this needs power. And I guess this can't be built here anymore. Can I show the design for my oxygen AC again? Yeah, sure. So if there's a specific thing about it you want to see or me to explain, let me know. So basically, so I've got this electrolyzer. It takes some water. It pumps out the hydrogen and oxygen. You need 2 pumps per electrolyzer to actually suck it all up. Oh, the wired part? Like this? Oh. Yeah, so the automation looks complicated, but all that's going on here is that I've got these 2 makeshift kind of gas filters. That's probably, you understand probably that part. This clock sensor here is just to like flush the system if there's anything besides hydrogen in here. And then this is just saying like if there's enough hydrogen backed up that you can use this hydrogen generator for a good long time, then stop using coal. That's what it's basically saying. You can see every time hydrogen passes through this element sensor, it starts to charge up the filter gate. But unless it's backed up and the hydrogen just sits in there, this filter gate won't send out a full signal, and then the coal generator won't turn off. Or, yeah. No problem, dude. Yeah, I actually kind of like that little automation trick that I came up with. I think this works really well. Like, dealing with runoff hydrogen has always been kind of an issue, but this seems to have, like, completely fixed the problem and actually made better use of the hydrogen generator. Like, I don't think this will ever fuck up anymore. Period. Coal is going up, but you guys haven't really done this yet. I'm gonna put another station. Is this a station? And this game is getting really bad in terms of lag. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But it's getting kind of unfun. There's a lot of chlorine in here, which is annoying. Especially since it's so close to the oxygen setup. And this is still without stuff, because this coal is still off. Insufficient resources. Yeah, no, it's just, they just need to deliver it. Can you guys deliver the coal? igneous rock? Yeah, that's fine. I actually have an infinite supply of igneous rock, technically, because I have a shitty volcano that I don't care about, but I guess I could use it to make igneous rock if I ever felt like it. Because igneous rock is just a solid form of magma in this game. Did I just lose my mouse cursor for a second? That was weird. Have I always lost my mouse cursor when I go into this mode? Like, it goes back to Windows cursor? Or is the game just fucking up that bad? Wait, I'm using regular pipe. Liquid pipe, liquid pipe. Shit. Yeah, so what I said isn't false, it's just dumb. Is this all liquid pipe? Oh, it's just insulated up to here. I guess I just forgot to... I kind of have to design everything with the game paused now because the game is just too slow to, like, click properly. I think the game might fix, like, get less laggy when the actual release of the game is made, like, when this comes out of its development build. Like, I really hope that's the case, because this is ridiculous. I'm just damage controlling for the fact that I said something stupid. Oh my god, what the fuck? Come on. And there we go. Just like that. That should be all we need to do. Oh, except for this. Okay, now that's all we need to do. What? Wait, what? No, build this! You gotta build this, guys! This whole thing doesn't work unless that's the case. I don't even have a place to put... Shit, it's just all... Oh, god damn it! What the fuck? Disable this pump. This is actually fucking terrible. Get off. Get off of that. Get off of that. Get off of that. You gonna deliver that? Can you disable it, please? 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 Oh my god. Someone disable it. Great, now there's a whole bunch of natural gas clogging up the thing that I was supposed to hold everything besides natural gas. Because they built things in an order that I didn't anticipate. Now you can undisable it, except I might just delete this. Let the natural gas go wherever and then just kind of rebuild. Yeah. I'm just gonna delete this and make another one. Because this was supposed to fill, like, this was supposed to get to this point, like, 30 cycles from now. Because all it's holding is, like, the natural gas from this and, like, whatever crap is in here. The wiring is done? Yes. So no one really ever needs to go in here again. This thing doesn't need power, right? Do liquid valves need power? No. Coal is scary. Still don't have enough of it. Layra is going to be really slow at everything for a while and kind of a detriment to the team. That's why I don't like taking on new dupes that often. It's because new dupes are like way worse at everything than old dupes. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So this is just about finished, this stupid little thing. So I'm just gonna make everything with high priority so they get it done. What are you doing? No, don't auto-harvest that. Huh? Uprooting? No, I don't want you to uproot that. I like it there. When did I say to uproot that? Right? These kids today. I swear. Alright, now that that's made, I can undisable this. And everything should get power forever. We're overpressure in here already. Huh? What the fuck? Supposed to have natural gas. What? Oh, jeez. Ugh. I hate my life. Fuck. Alright. Delete all this. Inputs are freaking out. Look at this little like particle of polluted oxygen here. It has no idea what's going on. They keep entering and leaving because the game is confused because of this. I figured this would be okay, but it's not. Because the gas physics and shit in this game make no sense. Oh wait, I kind of think I know how to fix the problem. Yeah, I can fix the problem by, I can delete this one. I can make a gas bridge, I think, and do this. This might work. It might not, I don't know. This is discouraging. Delete this. Priority 9. This is gonna break the natural gas generator pretty quickly if I don't do anything about it. What's the priority of this? 9? Okay. Cool, so now that's done. So now do... I think this might work. This thing is powered though. Yeah, the pipe is blocked, but yeah. So now I can make this priority 7. I can't afford to make this a higher priority than 7. I need to save priorities 8 and 9 for coal mining. Sorry, my mic died. So this might work now? I'm not honestly sure. And we won't know for a long time. The thing about that's the thing about this system is that this system, I think, should just work for hundreds of cycles without any issue, even though this gas reservoir will eventually clog with the carbon dioxide. And the reason for that is the fact that this whole thing is only powering 2 pumps. Like, and this pump isn't even on right now, and this pump doesn't need to be on. So literally nothing is being powered right now. I think naturally this battery like loses like a little bit of power, like dissipates just a tiny bit of power over time. But for the most part, this thing will almost never need to be doing anything. But it also just works when I need it to. I'm also going to start queuing up... oh wait, there's no power, because nobody's delivering coal. These are priority 8. There's so many different places to deliver coal. It's kind of like, even that, like, itself is getting super inefficient right now. See, like, look how messy this is. I even tried a little bit. I didn't try that hard. I'll be real. I didn't try as hard as I should have to keep this place from getting gross. But it's so hard to not let chlorine get everywhere. I don't know why, it just is. But I'll have to clean this up eventually. So Nisbet is ready to be an exosuit engineer, and Travaldo is too, I guess. And yeah. And notice that we have a lot of people in high stress jobs and 0% stress across the board. Stuffed berry is overpowered. I think Mima is over-prioritizing ranching. I mean, I've seen pictures of it, the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis. Why do you ask? I'm not sure I've ever seen it in person. Oh, I know why you're saying it. It's because this looks like that, doesn't it? It kind of does. Yeah, so we'll have to think about exactly how much flow rate we want this to be. I think, though, I just have to look at the electrolyzer. It uses water at 1,000 grams per second, so that's perfect. So all I have to do is just take this liquid valve and, yeah, 10,000 grams per second is what it's at right now. 1,000. So that's a tiny amount. That's a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of water, but it's perfect. So, I mean, the idea behind this liquid valve, again, is just that I want to keep the water moving at all times, so that it's not heating up anything in the area. And I think that's actually probably a logical fallacy, and that doesn't actually work. Now that I said it out loud, I think this is actually worthless, but that's okay. Liquid valves are cheap, so... I mean, aren't the Northern Lights in, like, Canada or Alaska or something? I think I just revealed my secret stupidity by saying that. I guess. So I think part of the reason that my game is lagging, and in fact I know this is part of the reason why my game is lagging, is the regolith that is accumulating on the surface right now. This game has a serious problem in its regolith right now. Like, it's baffling to me that Clay has still not fixed this issue. I'm super honestly disappointed in them for putting out an animal that was supposed to fix the problem and not only typing in the numbers wrong so that they don't actually do what they're supposed to do and they in fact do the opposite and then fixing it later, but then still not fixing the fact that they, like, apparently die, like, immediately in their own natural habitat because the temperatures are too high for them. But in any case, I just don't understand why they just don't take the regolith variable in terms of how much it's generated and just turn it fucking down. Because right now, I'm pretty sure that the reason this game is slow is because there's just a ton of, like, stray regolith on the top that's lagging it, because the game has to process the stray regolith all over the place. So eventually, I want to dig to the top, if for no other reason than to just go into the console and delete it manually, because fuck it. I tried to get my dupes to, like, pick it up, and like, store it in storage in the last world that I had, and there were piles of it that were so dense that just, like, I'm serious, like, look at, like, where is it? Like, here's, like, one gold amalgam, but there's two things here, right? There was a pile here of so many different piles of 20 tons of regolith each that just one like, tile of stuff took my dupes, no joke, 16 days to pick up. And like, I was just staring at my computer for, like, 16 cycles watching my dupes just pick up stuff from a single tile pile of stuff and just store it in, like, 100 different storage units. I'm not doing that, so... I'm gonna just go into console and delete regolith, like, en masse as soon as we get up there. And that should make my game less laggy once I do that. It's really silly, the regolith problem. I don't know why these coal generators aren't priority 9. I seriously wonder what their plan for the regolith could possibly be. Like, they've had 3 different upgrades now where they could have fixed it in, like, a patch, and they haven't. And I have too much respect for them to think that they haven't changed it, like... The only possible reason why they haven't changed it is because they have some future use in mind for it. And I just am baffled trying to think of what that use could be. I have no clue what they could possibly be wanting to use it for. I don't know the answer to that question. Was Windmill made by one person, or was there a team by it? I don't know. I don't know the answer for sure, but I have a feeling it's at least a team of 5 people. I would say probably, but I don't know for sure. I've seen crazier games made by one person. Have you guys played a game called Iconoclasts? That was made by one guy. That game was really interesting. It had serious issues, especially with the story, but it was I think that's what you get when you play a game made by one person, because you have no editor at that point. You have nobody to kind of argue with you over points. I think if he just like took some people's criticism seriously, probably for his story, it would have been more understandable. But it was still it's still incredible, like how much he was able to put into like a game like that, just how much he was able to produce on his own. So this water is gonna run dry, but I think what I'm gonna try to do is I don't think I'm gonna deconstruct this this water trough. I think I'm just gonna try to get a consistent source of clean water in here. It'll dry up soon, but eventually, like way later, I'm gonna try to refill this trough with water. So is this working? Oh yeah, I don't know. I have no idea if it's working because nothing's using this power at all. The only thing that's going to use this power is this pipe. I just didn't want to send a wire like all the... I guess it wouldn't have been much of a way at all, but whatever. Yeah, actually, wait a minute. Is there any reason not to do this? This whole thing is powered by 2 coal generators already, so this wire might get overheated. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this was pretty dumb. All of this. I'm on a roll today. Well, I'm gonna rewire all of this anyway soon. It's not a big deal. So yeah, when you're playing this game yourself and you set up these piping jobs, you might feel a little crazy, like piping something this far across the map. But I mean, keep in mind, like, this only took me like 5 or 6 cycles to do. It really isn't that big a deal. It just feels crazy. The only thing you really need to think about is the resources you're using. Why is this thing not tuned? I think I have to make this priority 9. I think someone has to actually come and tune it. But I think we're good now. It's on its way. No, it's not. I'm thinking about my power plant. I'm wondering if I want to put it here. I want to dig up all this slime anyway, so I think I probably will. How hot is it? It's just a little close to my base. Maybe I'll add one more floor. I don't know quite what I'll do here. Maybe production or something. No, I don't want to put production here. Yeah, I'll probably just put my power plant here, but I'm not going to make the first floor or anything. I think I'm just going to mine it all out. How much coal do I have? I've got a little bit. And the reason I make tiles as I go like this is because my dupes run faster across it. So what I'm gonna do actually, how many times have I said that now? I'm gonna do this. Well, problem is these chlorine reserves are up here. But there's so much chlorine elsewhere. I want to deal with these gases. But it's not a big deal right now, I guess. Here it comes. And it should be coming in smaller doses now. Yeah, you can see the valve is at work. So the valve is now sending the exact amount of water that's necessary to power the electrolyzer. And I can increase it later if I feel like it. You know, actually, what I want to do... I wonder if I could make it, like, alternate between one flow and another flow, like, by a clock timer. Or I could just ignore it and set it to 10,000. And then just set the pump to a clock timer. Yeah, that probably would have been a smarter idea. But... yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, this is the better idea. This is the better way to do it. So the problem with this plan, I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. This is just gonna send like small amounts of water, but that are gonna consistently be going through the pipe. What I want is for there to be periods of time where the pipe is empty so that it can cool down. Although the water is just not even... it's getting hotter. Yeah, the water is definitely getting hotter. This room is getting a lot hotter. I kind of wanted to keep this room looking mostly natural, but I'm gonna have to do a couple things. I'm gonna put 3 tiles right here. Where's my clock sensor? I'm gonna put a clock sensor here. Wire it up to here. I'm gonna slap down a deodorizer, because why not? I'm gonna slap down... and I'm gonna slap down a flower pot. Can I put one here? Yeah, here. So I'm just gonna set this clock timer to pump water at the max speed for like an hour a day. And that way, like, the big globlets of water will be backing up this thing. But then there will be periods of time where the pipe is empty, and the pipe can cool down gradually on its own then. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be enough time to cool down the pipe, but it will be enough time to keep the pipe so that it's always at the same temperature. When did I get all this coal? I'm rolling in coal. Did I not disable this? I guess I can just delete all this, actually. Is there anything else? Logic. Okay, so it is now, so we've solved the water problem completely. It's not confused. Yeah. So we've solved the water problem. Now we need to solve the power problem, and that's going to take a long time. This is probably the biggest project we've done so far. Not probably. It's definitely the biggest problem we've done so far. So I think I'm going to design this a little bit differently than I usually do. Hey, grading asshat. How are you? So, towards the power issue, I know it doesn't look like this has any like bearing on the power issue whatsoever, but I am going to dig all this out and make room for another room. And I'm also going to make another space down here. I'm designing a power network right now, like a big one. Like this is good. This is gonna like go across the whole map. So this is the first kind of thing that I'm designing that is like global, I guess. Like it's going to be all over the map. And I kind of have to design it that way from the start. I want to dig all this out too, but I don't want to fuck with the hydrogen too much. I don't really have a place for hydrogen. Can I shove it in here? Well, what I'll do actually is I'll put a hydrogen generator in the power room, and I'll do that with this hydrogen. I kind of want to get rid of it now. I'm just gonna... how much hydrogen is there? Quite a bit. How much do these hold? 150. 150 tiles? Yeah, that it can totally hold all that. I want to put the spare hydrogen near the hydrogen generator. Or near the nullifier, I should say. So I'm gonna start making a lot of reserves, a lot of reserve tanks for gases. This is where spare hydrogen's gonna go, and I'm just gonna keep laddering it down like this. And I'm gonna tell my dupes to dig up. Well, this is all bleach stone, so I need them to store it quickly. Hopefully they do. I think they will. I want them to dig like this. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little build it all the way up, I guess. I'll have to wait for that. Then they'll dig up, and they'll come into the chlorine from the top. I used to hate thinking about this kind of thing, but I kind of love it now. I kind of love planning out like dig jobs and doing them carefully so the dupes can actually like get in and not disrupt stuff. You can tell I'm doing a great job with that right now. Jesus, chlorine's disgusting. You know what I could do actually? So so the polluted oxygen that's like over here, you can see it's all germy. So I can't, like, easily... I could do it, like, I could wait long enough and then do it. But it's kind of difficult. I guess all I have to do is put a germ sensor. I don't know. My base really doesn't need more oxygen right now. Yeah, it's totally loaded on oxygen. I think the grates are... What does it look like in here? Actually, it's only 1100. I can fit a lot of oxygen in here still. I think I might make a chlorine room soon. And by make a chlorine room, I mean just make this a chlorine room, because this is already a chlorine room. This is kind of lucky. This crazy thing right here. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. I want to dig, I want to build up, I want to get this. Make this priority 7. As long as I'm accumulating coal now, I can kind of just do whatever I want. But I mean, mainly I'm working on a power system. It just takes, it's just a big job. So if I just stared at that, I'd go crazy. And also, I'm not completely sure how I want it yet. But I sort of obsess over my power systems in this game. I don't know why. But I'm pretty, like, I overthink it to a massive extent. But they work really well. Honestly, like, I've almost, like, in my opinion, sort of perfected at least the way I distribute power. And this guy is just floating. Okay, he's down. At least I can't think of a way to make it better in a way that I would like. Actually, make it 9. Drop what you're doing and clean that. They're gonna get hypothermia from all that. I'm gonna make this room a kitchen, and I'm gonna make this room a med bay. Or actually, I'm gonna make this room another mess hall eventually, and then probably make the old kitchen a med bay. Actually, my original plan to put the power stations here, I'm not totally sure about that anymore. I might want to put them here. Yeah, I probably want to put them here. This is perfect, actually. Can I put them here? Let's see. If you've seen my last world, you know what I'm doing. Yeah, this is perfect length. Yeah, this is perfect. So basically what's going to happen is there's going to be a bunch of different power generating things around here. And then there's going to be some area where I have a bunch of batteries. And the batteries are like the master storage. And they really should. I agree with that. I think they should actually add a kitchen room bonus to the game. Because they have good... I don't know if they're aware, but the player has very good reason to have a kitchen. You can automate it better. If you just have multiple grills down with things queued up. I think that's the idea, is to have multiple grills down with like stuff queued up to make all the time. Like, I should queue up barbecue, like, all the time. Yeah, I should do this, and I make it priority 8, because, like, yeah, I should have done this ages ago, but, now that I have barbecue queued up on this continuously with priority 8, he's never gonna stop making stuffed berry. But if there's ever meat available, then he's going to drop what he's doing and make barbecue, which is exactly what he should do, because barbecue's better. So, like, yeah, you should definitely have a kitchen, so why not have a kitchen room bonus? I agree. I do like the bonuses a lot, though. Because sometimes you see people's bases and you're just like, dude, what are you doing? And now you won't do that as much with this game, because the game kind of subtly explains to you how a base should look by giving you bonuses for doing it that way. I agree. I think some people might not like that because it's like disrupting their creativity, but I think there's still a lot of room for creativity, like, within that. Wait, what was the third muscle or thing? What was the third, like, thing I was gonna name, like, my go-getters, my like, action people. Ligaments, yeah. Where is she? I think that's what I'm gonna make Lyra. I'm gonna make her the ligament. I'm not gonna give her any priorities though yet, because right now she's slow as shit, and everything she's doing is going really slowly, so I actually want her probably out of the base like as little as possible. I'm not really feeling up to the task of like micromanaging her, but like she's unbelievably slow right now. She's just moving around super duper slow. And now we have the full teen girl squad. Do you guys even know what that is? Teen girl squad? Shame. Although it's not really a shame. It's just a show slash realize my age thing. Alright, there you are. Grading asset. Like it. I love seeing like Homestar Runner references kind of thrown into things. Like nobody, like I barely even catch them. It's just like, whoa, wait, what? Alright. They're a special kind of reference to me. So I am gonna make this a kitchen, but the kitchen is honestly really hard to plan out as a room. So I might not think too hard about. I mean, Homestuck is also great. Yeah, I'm too out of it to plan out a full-on kitchen right now. That's just too much thinking. Actually, that sounds familiar, but I can't even remember what that is. Like, look at how slow she is. I don't even know what she's doing. I don't even know if she knows what she's doing. She's picking up slime. Alright, that's fine. I'd rather her be doing those, like, remedial tasks. God, there is so much water here. Alright, we got rooms. We got space. We got furnishings. That's true, but it's sometimes comforting. Grading asset says, don't need to know what you're doing to do things. I don't need to know what I'm doing to do things. It'll just take me longer. Also, this game is so slow. It's so slow. Oh, cool. I forgot I did this. So I'll have it activate at the beginning of the day and have it be on for like 5% of the day and see how that is. I need to dig up these words. Are they not dig up useful? I told it. I bet. I think the game didn't save my dig orders because I totally said to dig these up. Oh hey, look at this. Right? Yes, we got an oil reservoir here. That'll be cool for later. And we also have slicksters. These little guys. We'll need to take care of them soon. But I think they should be fine for a good long time. There's even an egg here. And you guys, you just cannot... This is too much liquid? Yeah, it's too much liquid. This is too much liquid to mop. It's just a visual glitch. I think I'm just gonna have to delete this and then rebuild it. Alright, but I need to focus. And by the way, let's check this. I'd like to see this turn on. Yeah, look how slowly this thing is draining. That's barely anything. Yeah, I will need to build an oil well. And I completely, like, I almost ruined my entire map with my oil well in the last game. Because there's some things they don't tell you about that. And this time I'm going to do it correctly. But we really don't need to even bother with it yet, because there's so much crude oil that's just lying around. There's like, tons of crude oil that's just lying around that we don't really need to rely on the oil well for a long, long time. So I'm still thinking about how I want to do the power plant exactly. So there's one design issue with my power plants. Usually I make the power plants really long. But I think this time I'm going to try to make them tall instead of long. So 96 tiles is the maximum. How many is that? Let's see. 96 is 26 times 4, right? So, right? 2 times 4 is 8. 6 times 4 is 24. No. 40, 80, 26. Oh, it's not, it's wait. 24. Yeah, it is 24. Okay. 25 times 4 is 100. So 96 tiles. So what I want is something like this. 1, 2, let's have, right, wait. So let's say I did put it here. It's also pretty close to this stuff, which I don't really like. But I'll make it insulated. Nah, yeah, I'll make it insulated. Just to remind myself that I want to make it insulated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, let me just think about it. So I want my power plant. I want one of my rooms to have 4 natural gas generators. So 1, maybe 2. How many tiles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8? 8 tiles. So 8 times 8 times... So the thing is, like, I think this is a room. I think that's a room. If I wall it off like this. This is not what I'm gonna do, but I think that that's a room. So I think I'd like my rooms to be more vertical for power plants. Is what I'm trying to do. Obviously this isn't what I want to do, but it's like close. 1, 2, 3. So this is 8, and then 9. 9 times 4 is 36, plus another 36 is 72. plus 1 is 73. So this is 73 tiles. If I did it again, then that would be another, what, 9? So 73 plus 9, so 82? 82 tiles. And then another 9 would be 91. And then that would be the max. So this would be the biggest room I could build like this. Even if I was off by a couple numbers somewhere here or there, like, I'm pretty sure this is as big as I can build the room if I want it to be like this. I guess I don't also need to have 4 tiles of space if I'm careful. You'd think that, but I'm gonna build a lot of these rooms, believe it or not. This is actually almost the perfect size. But it's not. Shit. It isn't quite good, though. Like... I'm gonna lose the height on the bottom row. I'll keep the extra height on the top row. And see if that buys us some extra space. Does it? So, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So now it's 7 times 4 is 28. Wait. Wait, no, 7 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 77. 77 tiles plus 1, 78. So if I added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more, wait, what number did I say? 78? Shit. Times 7, so 12. This is the biggest power plant I can build like this. Okay. You know, I think it looks terrible, but for some reason they also let you use this control station. They also let you, like, go like this with it. But I think this is fine. I can even put, like, storage tiles here. I mean, storage containers here if I, like, want to put something in here. So there's a few corrections to make. Yeah, this is just going to be fine as it is. I'll just need to fix it up a little bit. I'm not going to use 4 natural gas generators immediately. But I will be generating natural gas from all sorts of sources, more and more of them as I continue playing. So I will eventually be using all 4 of these. So I'm gonna replace this insulated tile. These get hot, is what I'm considering right now. Although, you might be wondering, like, why I'm even having this here then? Why am I building this near here? But the thing is, I think what I'm going to do is liquid cooling. I think I'm just going to have some liquid. So basically, these things produce water naturally, or just like polluted water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that polluted water in a pump, and I'm going to pump it through here, and when it gets to here, I'm going to have it run through radiant liquid pipe, and that radiant liquid pipe is going to cool the water down, and then I'm just going to dump it. I'm just going to continually shower this with cold water to keep it cool. And I'm going to need to use mesh tile. Not a ton of it, because it's expensive. Just a little bit. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna make it in the middle like this. Yeah, there's no reason to not make just the whole thing out of mesh tile, actually. They're not that expensive. So that's the power plant. That's the first one. Yeah, this is going to be insulated. And I'm going to have one more room down here. I'll need to make it 3, I think. Actually, that's super expensive. I shouldn't make all that out of gold. What am I doing? I know I have a ton of gold right now, but I think I'm still going to use iron. Because there's more of it on the map. If you guys notice me making something out of gold when I don't need to be, call me out on it. If you notice. Do I need one? So basically, this wedge of it is going to have petroleum generators, but I guess I have to close it off. This can't be its own. Because I want to keep the room bonus. Assuming this is a room. I really hope this is a room. I think it will be. It's closed off. I think there's weirder things that are rooms. Yeah, if this is a room, come on. If this is a room, yeah, they can be rooms. This will be a room. This is going to have petroleum generators in it. And then, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be it. And then, you know, actually, I think I'm gonna use airflow tile. So the reason you have to build the things up like this is because the polluted water is going to, like, you know, you don't want to get it getting everywhere. I can probably afford to put this one down though, because there's a ladder here. Yeah, so, but I'm gonna make it out of airflow. I'm gonna make this out of insulated. But then this is gonna be airflow. And I'm just gonna cover up this. Was that, wait, did I make all that out of gold? Yeah, it's all out of iron. So this carbon skimmer is going to need water. Luckily, there's a water supply right here. Ain't that a thing? And then it can just dump the polluted water down here. Actually, I can just put the... Just do that. And the reason I have a carbon skimmer here is because these guys generate carbon dioxide, and I need to ventilate that. So I think what I'm gonna do this is kind of dumb, but it's fine. It just gives the gas some breathing room if whatever weird shit might happen. And I don't even want to think about joining up and stuff, so I'm just gonna be lazy. Okay. I told you guys this was a bit complicated. I guess I need to give him a way down here. What? Oh. Okay. Now, I think that this room is just gonna have a bunch of smart batteries. 1, 2, just as many as I need. Yeah. And then maybe one transformer for whatever I might want to make here. And I think I'm going to put that transformer down first. I'll just put it down right here. I don't have enough refined metals for a smart battery, so I need to start making some. So as far as wiring goes, we're going to use this heavy watt wire. The game also has heavy conductive wire, but it doesn't seem to actually conduct any more power from the description. It just gives 5 less it just gives a better decor rating. So I don't really get the difference. I just accept that these things have horrible decor. And we're gonna have to, like, there are ramifications to that. Like, the decor donus is non-trivial. Like, you do want to think about it. Or at least if you're cool, you want to think about it. And I'm pretty cool. So, like, right there, we have to use a... cancel this. So this heavy watt wire cannot be run through tiles. You have to use this heavy conductive joint plate if you, like... Or heavy watt joint plate to, like... It functions as a tile. What? What? When was this assigned? Huh? Oh, I know what that is. I was confused. There are almost too many things being told to do right now. Okay. Oh wait, this is backwards. Well... yeah. So there will be a little smart battery right here, which just powers whatever... It's just gonna power all this stuff, basically. Yeah. And it's also basically what's going to happen here. This area is going to be a catwalk. So this heavy watt wire gives a terrible, terrible decor rating. So what I'll do is just run a tile over it. I'm not really thinking about, what, I'm not really thinking about what I'm making the wire out of. I don't know if that'll bite me later. I kind of doubt it will. But yeah, so this is gonna run along a catwalk like that, all the way over to here. And then I'm gonna make these basically like little power stations, which step down the power to various circuits. There'll be probably like 3 or 4 just dedicated to the base. But then the heavy watt wire also needs to run up here and power this network of stuff. And then it's also gonna need to run up here and power whatever we put up here, you know, like, this is gonna be our power network. I'm generating all the power in here, not just in here, there will be other power plants. I think I'll put a coal generator plant, like right here. A few Slickster farms eventually right here. And then even like, even some hydrogen generators probably. I'll have some coal generators, some hydrogen generators. It won't just be this room. But this will be the power plant, essentially. The only thing I haven't made or designed, aside from like the power boxes and stuff, is the cooling system. So to do the cooling system, I'll have a pump down here. And what the pump's gonna do is it'll take the liquid pipe I just realized I need to tell them to take this out. I don't want to take out everything. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna run it around like this because I don't really want to open this door anymore because it's got chlorine outside of it. So what it's gonna do is I'm gonna have to make a bunch of tungsten and make radiant liquid pipe, but then that's gonna like snake through this room, and then it'll dump out right here, probably. Maybe like here and here. Or maybe I'll have it snake back through. I can just put a pump like right here. I'll eventually delete it and have it snake through this room also, and whatever other rooms I need it to. But that'll keep this room cool. Because these things will overheat fairly quickly, actually. And yeah, I think I'll just leave it at that. I think I've been paused for like 7 hours, so... I just didn't want to, like, have to change my mind about anything. But I like this. This looks good. And now we watch. Wait, did I queue up refined shit? We need a lot of refined metal pretty soon. I hope that I'm just gonna have that thing on like all the time from now on. Oops. I made a mistake. Well, actually, shit. Okay, yeah, I wasn't thinking straight. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a line of batteries like this. Maybe like 6 of them. Yeah, I think 6 is fine. 6 is probably more than fine, but who cares? 6 sounds fun. So we'll have like 6 master batteries to store like a universal amount of charge. And they'll all be wired in series, and they'll all be wired automation-wise to the entire power plant. They'll have a way to turn on and off the entire power plant at once. Except we'll have to actually set up some buffer gates in front of every type of machine, so it'll send power to the natural gas generators, but through a buffer gate, and all of them will have buffer gates. Sorry, not buffer gates, filter gates, to delay the signal. And I can just edit the timings to make it so that I can prioritize my system in whatever configuration I want at that moment. If I want my system to prioritize natural gas, I just have to set the natural gas to go on first, like in the filter gate. And so then the natural gas will try its hardest to charge all the batteries, and then if we're still getting brownouts, or the batteries still are charged, then after like 2 seconds, then maybe the hydrogen generators will kick in. And then after that, maybe I want to turn the petroleum generators on. So it'll be turning on and off the whole power plant, but through filter gates, so that we can set them to turn off on like delayed times, essentially. Yeah, I can have them start making this, I think. Look at all this crap, holy shit. So they'll make that sometime this century, you know. Oh. That's annoying. That's gonna leak in polluted water forever. Yeah, so this room is getting hot. And the reason for that is that, it's because of this, this hot water that's being used for their plumbing. Oh yeah, and then there's a whole other aspect to this. Which is that I need to get this over here. And I guess I have to make this insulated too. That was convenient. Actually, that's not convenient. That's a lot of stuff, folks. That is a lot of stuff to build. That's, I think, the biggest build job I've ever done all at once. That's absurd. It's not even finished yet, because I need enough conductive wire to, like, wire up everything in here. Oh, hey, Sporbjouch. Yeah, we're building the power network. This is something I've been kind of dreading / looking forward to. Because I kind of obsess over it. Do you want an explanation? Maybe I should give an explanation anyway, just to summarize, because I kind of haven't really given an explanation. I've kind of just explained what I was doing as I was doing it. Yo, you cannot have this, of all things, be out of power, guys. Like, that's not okay. Also, girl, this is not the time to be sleeping. So notice, first of all, that it's getting kind of fucking laggy, and I'm not sure what to do about it, but... okay, so... we've tapped into these geysers. We've got the cool steam vent making water. The water is being pumped, and it's joining up with our old water to power the electrolyzer. So we have solved the oxygen problem in a way that is sustainable. So that's done. Now we need to, at least like for the amount of dupes I have, 9. Even with my amount of dupes, it's kind of, it could be better. I probably want to make another electrolyzer soon, honestly. But we can do that, it's not a big deal. But anyway, we also have this natural gas geyser. And we want to use it to kind of expand our power supply, or our power situation. And while we're doing that, we're also fixing our power situation and making it more legitimate. So basically, this whole area is going to be a power plant. And what I mean by that is it's going to be a bunch of power plants. This you can see kind of is one room with 4 natural gas generators. I'm not going to use all 4 at once, like in the beginning, but like I will eventually use all 4. And it's just going to use natural gas to power the system. And I've got some heavy watt wire coming out. There's going to be a line of batteries here that kind of take the charge. They can, like, by automation, turn on and off everything I'll ever put here. It'll send the request for the power through buffer gates. So, like, this here might be like a power plant full of coal generators. And I want those to go on last. So I might put a 10-second filter so that when the power request happens, like, the coal generators only go off if, like, 10 seconds have passed and nothing else has like, charged the battery by then. So anyway, that's how the power gets generated. Just all in this room. This heavy watt wire can conduct 20 kilowatts of charge, which is equal to 20 of these power networks. So that's a lot. And this heavy watt wire, I'm gonna have to, like, it gives terrible decor. So what you have to do is kind of like, I'm gonna make like a catwalk here basically, and wall it all off, so that nobody can ever see it. But eventually, where it's gonna go is like to this area, and it'll go to other areas too. It'll go all over the map. The heavy watt wire will go everywhere, and it goes all over the map. It'll be kind of like the central power, like, stem, I guess, and then, you know, everything else will be leaves essentially. There'll be a little box here that has like a smart battery and a transformer. These things. So I'll put like a smart battery here. Oh, sorry, the heavy watt wire carrying like 20 kilowatts will like connect to this, and then there will be a smart battery here. Actually, not quite like that. It'll be like this. And the reason I'm leaving a space is so that I can put this guy here. So this little power shutoff just kind of opens and closes the circuit to everything continuing in that direction by automation. So basically, the smart battery won't be connected to the rest of the batteries connected to the main power source unless it's below 50% charge. If it gets below 50% charge, this thing will close, and this battery will end up being connected to the heavy watt wire, which is connected to the rest of the system, in particular these batteries. And so what will immediately happen is, like, it happens almost immediately. Like, all of the charge from here will just fill up this. This charge, it happens very, very quickly. So this charge gets lost, and then this battery will, like, or once the array of 6 batteries loses charge, it will turn on the entire power plant. So basically, I have, like, this kind of heavy watt wire that I can stem off to step down to, like, networks of power that aren't even necessarily always connected to the central network. They only connect to request power, and the power plant itself is off most of the time too. So that's the idea. It's a pretty big job. Definitely the biggest thing we've had to make so far. Although it won't be the biggest. Feel free to ask me to re-explain any part of that you want. Or elaborate. I don't know, but it certainly won't be this, dude. This is actually small time compared to the rocket building. We're gonna need to go into space and make a satellite array just to have our base not get destroyed by asteroids eventually. Believe it or not, like, we are getting pummeled right now. Like, and if we don't do anything about it, everything up to here will be destroyed. And not only destroyed, but, like, superheated to a point where there's just no, like, dealing with it. So, Yeah, sending rockets into space. We're gonna have to do crazy shit to send rockets into space. Yeah, the steel building simulator part will suck, but then everything after that will be really cool and fresh. Like, for example, one of the engines. I actually haven't looked at this, but this is the research tree for rocketry, and I'm pretty sure that you unlock the. In order to get space research, you actually have to send things into space. You actually have to go into space and collect data to actually do research. That's what this third research tree is, more or less. Well, you don't have to, but you can speed it up that way. Command capsule, steam engine. You have to start with the steam engine. That's not that great. But then you can upgrade to a solid fuel thruster. And, wait, that's not it. Well, for one of these things, we're going to need liquid oxygen, actually. Just to make part of the engine, I think. And that's going to be an insane job, just finding a way to supercool the oxygen, not to mention, like, make every other part of the rocket, which you can imagine is pretty strange. Like, there's some cool stuff to build. The rocket itself, when it launches, generates so much heat that it actually, like, melts the wire that it's connected to, which we'll have to find a solution for. Not to mention it just generates, like, an unbelievable amount of heat to begin with. We'll have to have a very specialized area to house the rocket for launches. We'll have to make a satellite array that can, like, detect when the rocket is landing so it doesn't crash through everything on its way down. They do. But bunker doors still work in this update. Why wouldn't they? I think they made steel better, actually. I think steel used to actually break at, like, an unbelievably high temperature, but they don't anymore, so... They actually buffed steel. You were right when you said bunker doors. I think so. Although it won't look the same. Like, it won't look as stupid as that sounds, because by the time we get there, we'll have jetpacks researched, and we'll have our dupes flying around. So they'll be able to build from any, like, height without any ladders. Well, okay, we can set up bunker doors to stop the satellites. So basically the idea is going to be this. Bunker doors at the very top. Then below that, glass. A line of glass just as long as the bunker doors. And then below that, we'll have satellites, and we'll also have solar panels. And the satellites will be working together to detect meteor showers. And when the meteor showers aren't going off, we want the bunker doors to be opened. And we want the bunker doors to be open so light can shine down so that we can generate power with solar panels. So we'll have to set up that whole system, and that'll be a really good source of renewable energy. But we also have to set up these auto miners along the line of the glass. Where is it? They just added it. Oh yeah, it's under shipping. Auto miner. You just drop this thing down and it mines everything around it. So the regolith that builds up on top of the bunker doors is going to fall onto the glass. But then we'll make an array of these things to mine the regolith so that the light can shine. So that's the whole plan that's my plan for space. We'll only be able to start building rockets after I've done all that. Oh shit. Sweet that. Does CO2 ever become a problem as it builds up? No. Not if you, there are lots of ways to deal with it. These carbon skimmers are constantly deleting it, and these slicksters down here, these little guys, they eat carbon dioxide as their food, and they poop crude oil. Can the auto miner dig itself out if it gets entombed? That's a good question. I have no idea. Probably. Hopefully. If it didn't, I would think that it would lose its... Actually, yeah, it fucking better. If it didn't, then it would completely have no value to me. Like, I mean, it would still have value, but its value would be severely diminished. If that entombed thing is true. Well, maybe. Maybe not. Because, like, if there's another auto miner near it, it could unmine the thing. No, that would be stupid. It better fucking mine itself. You could probably just pump it out eventually. Yeah, I mean, so what I'm doing about carbon dioxide in here, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, these natural gas generators actually have a carbon dioxide output. That's what half this pumping, that's what half this piping is. And so basically I put a carbon skimmer right here, and that carbon skimmer is just dedicated to deleting the carbon dioxide that's coming out of these four natural gas generators. So that's one thing I'm doing right there. Hey, look! Chlorine vent. So we don't have two natural gas vents then. We only have one natural gas vent in this. So this thing over here is this is our only natural gas vent, I think. Actually, that's not necessarily true. There could be another, but it's unlikely now. I want to dig up here next, I think. Oh, hey, look, there. Right there. This thing is tough. This is close to the surface, though. We're gonna have to, like, scramble to make use of this if we want it, if it ends up being worth our time. You guys still don't have seeds? Eventually we're gonna run out of water here, and we'll need to you know, I'm actually gonna disable this pump. This is the only pump that's, yeah. I don't want to be wasting water for oxygen now. I want to be, like, conserving this to make the bristleberry, because this is, like, nice cold water for the bristleberries. Once that runs out, I'll have to make a little cooling chamber, just like I made a little heating chamber for this, and put it through a sieve to irrigate the bristleberries, and I don't want to do that right now. There's so much garbage in here, like, it's ridiculous. Oh, hey, cool. I forgot they did that. I need to filter this. I need to, like, get the gas. I need to get this ridiculous gas out of my room. So... unfortunately, I'm gonna have to slap down another coal generator for now. Well, I guess I can probably connect it to this. No, I can't because it's already running on a lot of... I don't want to use more... I don't want to use that wire. Well, I guess this isn't using that much power. Yeah, actually, I can just use the power for my base. I'm not used to building my power plant so close to the base. Shit, this is annoying. It's not a problem, it's just annoying. I'm gonna put one here and here. Where do I want to pump the polluted oxygen? I'll just put it here for now. Ew. I really shouldn't have it paused. It's just so hard to plan without it paused. It's so fucking laggy. Yeah, I'm not even gonna make it. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna like pump garbage into here for now. Something's happening. There's like such a giant fucking wave of garbage being made that I can't even tell like what's built and what isn't, but... This is like my video game track of the year, in terms of soundtracks. This is the best track I've heard all year. And I played Celeste, I'm saying that. This is such a good track. So we kind of queued up enough stuff that I can just kind of watch them for a while and have fun with that. I should really just chill out and do that. So basically, like, this... I think I'm gonna make this entire floor just run off gas that I don't know what to do with. And then I'll eventually build a filtering system, I think, that takes it off and connects to other reservoirs in other areas. Yeah, I'll do that, actually. I can make a legit filtering system by... So basically what I'm gonna do is I'll line up this whole floor with these gas reservoirs, and then I'll just basically cascade these. I'll cascade these shutoffs, these element sensors, to basically like send gas to other areas with, like, this is my hydrogen area, this is my chlorine area, and just kind of send things where they need to go. I kind of thought about doing all this. So the reason I kind of think hard about this is because in my last save, I had this oil reservoir, and they don't tell you about the oil. What they don't tell you about the oil reservoir, it's not in this description anywhere. Is it just says it takes water, it takes power, and it just outputs crude oil. And that's true until it gets to 100% back pressure, at which point a dupe will come up to it and mess with it, and then when they leave, the back pressure lowers over time, and it emits natural gas at 240 degrees Celsius. That natural gas literally, like, got all over my base before I noticed that. Not all over my base, but just, like, all over my entire map. It was everywhere, and I had no idea why. And I just, like, it ended up just being, like, it almost killed my puff farm, because puffs need natural gas. It just like there was so much of it that it took the natural gas. It took the polluted oxygen and just kind of stuffed it in the ceiling, so the puffs weren't getting any like anything to eat. It was like starving the puffs. That's how like bad it was. And I just had to like do a massive cleanup job, and I'm kind of just this is kind of me continuing that thought, I guess. Plus, I need this area to be generally depressurized, otherwise these vents won't work. What's everybody else doing? Right, we're making a lot of this. That's taking a lot of time. I just want to know what everybody's doing. I want to know if I can speed this up, because right now it's only my 2 growls that are like. Oh shit, I forgot. What? Oh. What's Genie doing? Delivering? Oh, coal generation, yeah. Well, it's not really casual. I'm just kind of like... I'm trying to come up with... I'm like developing that into a system. It's like, wait a minute. I don't like this. I want the gases to be stored. They're items. Like, they just added these gas reservoirs in the last patch. So... I kind of am just kind of learning how to make use of them. I wonder if other people think this hard about their gases, though. Like, I mean, they're not getting into my base. I think it's worth thinking about. Like, this is good. It's not super necessary, but it's good. It helps. There's a heat-wise in here. Pretty good. We got, the water's 31 coming in. 37 coming out. That's perfect. 100% perfect. It's really the slime. There's kind of like 2 approaches to slime. I know everybody like does have to figure out how to deal with the polluted oxygen slime. When you mine slime, like the slime emits polluted oxygen. So that's why there's polluted oxygen everywhere. Some people try to store the slime really quickly, which is what I honestly should do. I think I was trying to do. It's supposed to hold slime. They just don't seem to care that much about it. I have 8.1 tons of algae now, though. That's cool. You know, once I mine this out, I can make these bedrooms. I can make bedrooms like here, here, and here. Let's see. Oh, I think we're 1 tile short, actually. Yeah, I think we're 1 tile short. Yeah, we're 1 tile short, but I can just shrink these rooms. I can make these rooms with 1 less tile. Try to get exosuits as early in the game as possible, then dig up 90 to 100% of the fossil from the biome, from the oil biome, then finally focus on steel-making bunker building. Yeah, that very well could be the meta right now. Yeah, that sounds absurd to me. Like, I should try taking on a whole bunch of dupes sometime. I just like to, like, I don't know. I know all my dupes' names. I know what they're supposed to do. It's just, yeah, I think this is just my playstyle. Just not that many dupes. But, like, I'm still surprised it's that much faster, even with 24 dupes, though. Because I feel like you'd be dealing with so much higher production that you'd have to deal with, like, so much more stress at that point, like... Also, you know, I am gonna pay for it. Like, honestly, the way I'm doing things probably doesn't work, because, what's the problem here? Uh-oh. Huh? Why isn't this... They disabled the wrong pump? What the fuck? Damn it. Like, I mean, if you don't build steel immediately, you just get... The regolith is so hard to deal with. It's so hot, and it's just, there's just so much of it. I'm just gonna go into console and delete it all. But I think to do it, like... I think to not do that is, like, your way is the only way to do it. Like, I think you would just have to rush as quickly as possible in whatever way possible to, like, avoid that. Otherwise, it's really stupid. I've got to build more suits. That's annoying. Oh god. Yeah, this is a huge efficiency knock. I don't want to do this right now, but I think I have to. I'm making a ton of exosuit docks. I'm gonna make basically enough exosuit docks for every dupe on like the left and right sides, but I'm still only gonna make enough Atmos suits. I'm still only ever gonna have 9 Atmos suits, so there'll be empty docks in general. But this way they won't be constantly accidentally like having to drop their suits on the ground, because that's just dumb. It's annoying to make this because it's using refined metal and I need a lot of it already, so... But whatever. And I think it's pretty okay to like just connect power to I think it's okay to like virtually overload your circuit with these things, because they only use the docks when they deliver the suits. So there's only 121 watts being used for like a few seconds when they come in and out. And it doesn't turn on every checkpoint at once. That would be ridiculous, I think. It's nice and green in here. It's nice and green where it matters. My critters are happy, and my food is happy. It's just my dupes could be more comfortable in their R&R places. We'll work on it. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this priority 9. I'm just sick of this. It is so laggy. How was any of that 5? I want all this built. Ever apply hand sanitizer, eat lunch, and realize everything you touch tastes like hand sanitizer? Absolutely. You wanna know something? I actually, like, for years of my life, just accidentally bought hand sanitizer instead of, like, hand soap. And then I wouldn't have even noticed it because I barely, like, think about it, but then my friends come over and they're like, why are you using hand sanitizer instead of soap? One of them had to, like, convince me that there was a difference. I just thought I had to accept that my hands smelled bad when I used soap. That's a real story about me. You guys are allowed to judge me. Ugh. So this thing can get deconstructed. Wait, what did I make that out of? Gold? That's fine. Yeah, then... Right? Yeah, soap is great. I should probably make this out of iron. There's no reason to make it out of gold, I don't think. Gold's more conductive, but iron's plenty. Right? How hot is this gonna get? I really don't know. Oh wait, I should do this. Damn it. Okay, I'll make the rest out of iron. Compromise with myself. And here we are. Well, this trough is in a bad place now. But that's okay. So basically the reason I added this space is because I want to put as much I want to put as much tile as I can in front of it. I guess this is only necessary right now. Wait a minute. Should I have the heavy wire go to the battery too? I don't think it matters. I can always change it later. Also, I guess it can't hurt to do this. Oh wait, no, you can't do this. Yeah, that doesn't work, I forgot. That's weird. So this is my first little power room. And then basically that conductive wire can go anywhere in my base now. And so now I just have one connection to my power station, and I'll just keep going down like that. In fact, why do I have this space here? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 is fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no, it's 4. Because this is a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. It's whatever. I'll never go that far down. Uh-oh, wait, party foul. Alright, I fixed it. One second. This thing doesn't seem to be working. Why isn't this working? Pipe blocked? Oh! Shit, I built this backwards. That's how little this battery is being used, though. This thing hasn't been on this entire time. And yet, it's running machinery. If I assigned exosuits to specific dupes, and they had to drop their exosuits on the ground because there weren't any, like, free spaces at the checkpoint for them, would they, and they needed to go outside, would they wake up the next day and automatically, like, deliver their suit to a checkpoint so that they could go outside if they needed to? Or would they not know how to do that? Would they just kind of stand around and go idle? I'd like to know that. It's getting there. I feel like they should. If they don't. This bit's almost out of oxygen in hers. So we're back. Was sleeping on the floor last night. Nisbet, what are you even doing? Working yourselves ragged. Okay, this is a power plant. Cool. So this is yeah, I was 6 tiles short of the max. I need tungsten. What are you making? I kind of need that too. Shit. Alright, I'll swap over to tungsten, because I do need that a lot. So this is the little power connection to this base, or to this part of the base, I should say. So I'll make a little door here. And I'm gonna put like 3 of these down. Well, I'll put more than 1, but I'll just put 1 down for now. Maybe 2. Man, this is gonna take forever. Still so much to build. What? And the next dormancy is 22 cycles away. Shit. What I think I'll do is I'll put a second pump in here and then hook that one up to an atmos sensor to say that when the pressure is over 4K, you can start pumping natural gas, where it will pump natural gas into reserves. And I'll have to make a reserve supply somewhere. Maybe like right here. This place is already kind of mined out. And it's near where I need it. Yeah, I'll put it there. pretty far away. There's no reason to not put it there. I just don't really have a way to build down, actually, I guess. I don't have time to do that. I just need to make reserve tanks, like, right here. This is so ugly, but kind of necessary. I guess two is fine for now. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. Whoops. What? Oh, wait. Cool. Okay, cool, it's working now. No, it's not. What the fuck? Nothing should be pumping through here. Oh, I know why that's happening. I need to use an actual filter here. This is how the gas shutoffs break. If they clog. Since this actually isn't preventing anything to go from going through it. If they clog, the wrong thing goes through. That's what they meant when they said this thing broke if they clogged up. Okay, that was a good learning experience. Deconstruct. 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 49. Ellie, please. You're killing the audience. Okay. This is annoying. There we go. That should work. So... I don't know what I'm gonna do about this though. This is full now. Oh, I know what to do with this. This is temporary, but I can just bridge it back into the input of this thing. That should fix the system. Building that. do I have idle dupes? Oh, it's because these aren't getting enough O2. What? Oh, because this doesn't have power? Because these don't have power. Why didn't you guys give these... Wait, why am I suddenly out of coal? I had 5.9 tons like a second ago. Did they just block off the way to coal somehow? Oh shit. Where was their coal that there isn't anymore? Oh no. I have no idea where they've been. Can you not get up here anymore? There should be coal over here. There's coal, yeah, I'm looking at it. Why can't you guys get out there? Delivering what? Phosphorite. This is odd. Why does the game think there's no coal? There's coal, I'm looking at it, it's right here. Why is this unreachable? You can't move out? Why not? What? She can't pass the checkpoint. Can you now? Okay, I suddenly have coal again, but I only have 45 kilograms? Why does this game not think I have... Wait, no, don't... Oh, god damn it. I hate that that's a button that you can press, where they just immediately drop their suit. Why is that a thing? Okay, he can leave the base. Where's the pathing issue? Oh, shit, I remember now. That's the problem. I was giving special access to only 2 people. That should fix the problem. Right? Yeah, it just jumped to 5.9 tons. Okay. That was scary. This is getting so laggy that I think what I might do is just, like, not stream again until I get to the surface. And then just delete all of the regolith and see if that fixes the problem. I'm not sure. this off? Just need to give this power. Yeah, we're jumping to 12 dupes, at least, maybe more. As soon as we're done with this. This is going super slow. You guys are getting it done though. But you guys are always the two that are getting it done. What's everyone else doing? Jean's cooking. What's in here? Bristleberry. They're not allowed to eat it. I bet. No, they are. I don't understand why this isn't full. If I have 279,000 calories... Oh, that's calories, not like necessarily kilograms. That's confusing. Ah, that's really confusing. I think I'm gonna have Ruby prioritize building as well. Maybe even one more. Yeah, Joshua. Yeah, I'm gonna have those 4 prioritize building from now on. Because watching 2 of these people build, like, this 2 is great for like smaller jobs that I've been doing, but for stuff like this, which is more or less what we're gonna be doing. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done this first. I forgot I needed to. Whoops. Well, sure. You guys have to make the wire first. Why was this a thing? What was the idea here ever? Was there an idea here? I can't even remember. That looks stupid though. Oh, it was to avoid this. Yeah, that's dumb. I'll have to fix that later. Yeah, I guess they can cancel this too. Oh. Can this work, please? No, it can't. Right. Wait, what? Oh, this will fix itself, I guess, once it starts flowing to the left. I think. Yeah, it should. So once the power system is online, that should fix itself. This is huge. Like, this is such a giant job, like, in terms of infrastructure. So many wires to build, so many pipes to build. But it's important. Still just letting this get done. This is it was going pretty slow because I realized kind of it was only Nisbet and Ellie that were doing work. So I put a couple people on building priority, and it seems to be speeding up now. But we're just, you know, they're getting it done, but it's a big job. But I'm almost at the point, like, we're kind of getting there. I think it should only take a few more cycles to like get the essential things built. Like we're getting close to a point where I can finally start moving off of coal. Like, by moving off of coal, I mean like the infrastructure's built and I can just start wiring things up again without the coal generators. But that's gonna itself take a ton of iron, and we're sort of running low on iron because we're making tungsten, because I still need to finish this like heating system. I have enough tungsten to like lay out some of it. How cold is it in here? It's pretty cold. Yeah, it's gonna take a ton of tungsten to do this. I might just use tungsten in here, and just use regular radiant liquid pipe out here. And this snaking is probably honestly enough. So I just need a little more tungsten. And then after that, I want something that's I think it's good enough to use insulated until... Can I do that? Can I get away with that? I don't know. It's pretty hot there, but it's just gonna travel through for a second. Well... Yeah, it's just gonna travel through there for a second. I don't think it's gonna matter. And then I just can make radiant liquid pipe takes refined metal no matter what. That's such a bummer. Oof. You think I can get by just using regular wolframite? Or do you think I need to make it radiant? Do you get what I'm doing? I'm using I'm using the polluted water that the natural gas generators make to run like a liquid cooling loop on them so that they stay cool. So I'm just running that water, snaking it through the nullifier, and then snaking it back through the generators. The funny thing is that once this is made, I'll still have to stay on coal for a while because this is going to enter its dormancy again in 18 cycles. Isn't that hilarious? Actually, hold on. We can make these priority 9. And do that. Well, yeah. That'll start to save some. Yeah, I'm cooling the polluted water that comes out of the natural gas generators to cool the natural gas generators. I'm just using it as like a heat transfer device, basically. And then later on, I might I don't know. I'm gonna do something similar for the metal refinery. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use the same loop or even the same nullifier, but it'll be similar. I think I might try assigning specific suits to specific dupes, and maybe even deconstruct some of these checkpoints and see if that fixes the problem. Insufficient oxygen production. Is this working? Shit, this is not working. Oh wait, yes it is. I think it is working. It's just that some junk got in here when they walked in here at some point. No, don't make it out of gold. You doofy. Okay, this should fix itself now. Maybe. No, it won't. So this doesn't seem to be working. But I am at least saving some now. So I'm conserving some natural gas with this for the long winter. Times 5 is 400, so this thing holds about 400 kilograms total of gas. And these hold, I think, 120 each, or something? 150 kilograms? So I think like 3 of these is equal to this room in terms of how much space I have. Yeah, I should build a couple more. How many days do I have? 17? That's still probably not enough to get me through, but it'll help. Nobody's delivering it. I hate chlorine. Why is there so much chlorine in here? I have to dig up more coal. Shit. I have to stop what I'm doing. There's so much chlorine on my map, it's unbelievable. Okay, it's believable. I mean, I believe it, I'm looking at it, but... it's mildly surprising. Oh, there's a big pile of coal right here. At this point, the bigger issue than the coal is just the fact that I'm constantly, like, delivering coal to coal generators. That's taking so much time out of my dupes days. Maybe, I haven't checked. Still looks pretty... I mean... I'm trying so hard to funnel the chlorine, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. I don't really care that much about germs. They're all in exosuits all the time anyway. I think I might just make Ruby, like, prioritize research above all else, but, like... also prioritize, like, digging and just kind of doing action stuff. Wait, these are working? What the fuck? Shit, I don't want these working right now. That's a waste. Oh shit, okay, I need to get these working, like, now. I'll just disable them for now. Is Mima not ready? This is running low. That's fun. So I have enough tungsten to do this, I think. shit, I don't have to use all this tungsten at all. Well, kinda. I mean, it doesn't matter. I've already used it. It's not a big deal, I guess, but I could have just put a liquid valve and just tuned the valve to keep the water, like, plugged up in the nullifier, like, you know, long enough that it would get as cold as I wanted. That's what I should have done. But that would have required some fine-tuning, and you have to have your dupes interact directly with these. So it's a bit annoying to set that up. I think this is probably fine. You guys are doing this, yeah. This is a weird place for this. What a weird thing. What about a pipe temp sensor plus liquid shutoff? Yeah, that's actually way better. That's a great idea. I like that. Could you guys sweep this? Jesus, come on. Don't just leave an exosuit on the ground. We're still having these problems with exosuits. Pipe temp sensor plus liquid shutoff is a way better, more direct way to do it. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Cool, so this place is at least mostly made at this point, you know. I don't want to make this out of tungsten. Well, this much is priority 6. I'm gonna make this pipe only. I'm gonna make this pump only go on if the temperature in the room is above a certain amount. Maybe do a similar XOR thing just to keep the room a specific temperature. You're still making tungsten, I forgot. Good thing you're sleeping on the job, because I don't even want that. Shit. It's 30 degrees in the base. This infection of heat is coming this way. You guys didn't really need to make that then. I would rather you make all the other stuff. Is the other stuff really made? Are you done with the wiring? You're done with the wiring. Look at that. Sorta. You're done with the wiring. Done with the piping. These are built. These are almost all filled up already. Except this area is empty. But I guess that's fine. I should patch this in an Atmos sensor though. Well... if I attach this to an Atmos sensor that disables it... I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if I should do that. It's not really a big deal. I just kind of want this pump to be off when there's nothing in here. But if I turn the pump off, if I turn this pump off, will the natural gas stop being sent into the generators? Is this pump what's causing the gas to go into the generators, or will the generators just try to eat it up if it's available? I think it will. I'll try it. I guess I can just delete it if it doesn't work. Whatever, I'll just use... This is such a long process. No automation wire. Oh shit. Shit. Someone's gonna come down on this, I think. What's the problem? Why is this pipe blocked? Huh? What's the problem? Oh, it's because this thing is full. Yeah, I'm not talking enough. I think I'm gonna cut the stream while this finishes. I'll probably just start up again once I've gotten some more of the basic stuff done. Or when I'm ready to move on to, like, the next project. But I think I'm gonna cut it for now, because if I'm not talking, then there's no point in streaming. So, thanks for watching, whoever's watching, and, obviously be looking at the chat for a while longer if you have something to say. So, cheers everybody.